Hello and welcome to the channel, Ginja Ninja's Movie Reviews. I'm the Ginja Ninja and these are my movie reviews. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for tuning in, stopping by and checking it out. Please do consider subscribing to my channel for future content, and if you could, give the video a thumbs up, it'd be much appreciated. To my returning viewers, thank you very much for returning. Obviously, it is truly appreciated, and you may notice a bit of a change. Bit of a setup change here. I'm testing out a new microphone, so let me know if the sound's a bit better down below in the comments. Other than that, the background's obviously different because I'm in a different room. So, what are we doing? We've been looking this month at the classic slashers, our favourites, the OG slashers. We've looked at Freddy in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. We've looked at Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Wasn't really the final chapter though, was it? And so now we're taking a trip down to Texas and we're having a look at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper. It stars Marilyn Burns, Edwin Neal, Paul A. Perrine, Gunnar Hansen as Leatherface, and many more. This is my DVD copy here. You'll see bit shiny the cover, but it's got this lovely little serrated edge. It's supposed to be shaped like a chainsaw blade or the chain of a chainsaw, whatever you call it. And this is the 2-disc deluxe edition here. Yes, that's right, deluxe edition, not special edition, deluxe. It has a transfer from the original VHS, I believe, which was supervised by Tobe Hooper, so it's got his thumbs up. There you have it. I thought the quality was really good, and it's part of what I like about the film, which I'll touch on in a moment. Anyway, I will be discussing plot specifics and spoilers, so if you haven't seen this movie, you've been warned. Now, the plot involves a group of young adults in their early 20s traveling across Texas in a van. Now, in their travels, they come across Nubbins, played by Edwin Neal, a hitchhiker. They take him on board. He's a little kooky, a little strange, seems harmless, but obviously things spiral from there, go a bit out of control. They kick him out, so on and so forth. They begin to run out of fuel. They pull into a rest stop, no fuel there. They go down the road a bit. They come across the house where Leatherface lives, and hilarity ensues. Now, to start with, this film has, I feel, a bad rap to it. When you think of slashers, you think of a few things. You think of blood and guts. You think of boobs. You think of just endless slaughter of innocent civilians. This does have a bit of that, but it doesn't have the gore, and it doesn't have any nudity or anything like that, really. So it gets a bad rap for being like that, because you think of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you probably think of a massacre. You think of blood and guts. In all honesty, probably the opening scene with the decomposing body and a little bit of blood splatters later on is the most gore you'll see in this film. And part of that is probably due to the low budget, but it's also because Tobe Hooper, he wanted to make a PG horror film. So good on him, and I think he succeeded rather well, but I think it gets a bad rap because it has those horror film connotations that it's going to be blood and guts everywhere. It's not. Now, like I said, the film's low budget, and it works in its favour. The film itself has a grimy, dirty, visceral feel to it. Wouldn't be possible with a shiny, big budget, newer film, as we saw in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Although that was pretty good, it lacked that dirtiness that this one has. Now, I mentioned the opening scene with the decomposing body. That's probably the most amount of gore you'll get in the film. But John Larroquette's iconic voiceover helps the tone of this film. And yes, rumour has it he was only paid a single joint to do the voiceover, but he did it really well. So good on him. So that's fantastic. That, really sets the tone for this. Pam's exploration of the farmhouse where we're introduced to Leatherface. It's really good. Like as she's moving around, you see things, and she goes into this room, and I'll touch on this with the set design and whatnot. But you see the couch made of bones. You see human skin lampshades, whatever, all this stuff. For a low budget film, they did it really well. It's quite effective what they've used it for. Unlike nowadays, you see a low budget film and the effects are shit. Like they just are. These guys knew what they were doing and they did it well and they did it effectively within their budget. Would they have wanted a bigger budget? Probably. Like who wouldn't? But these guys did it really well. I touch on the set design. It's fantastic. And when Pam's looking through the house, it's great. Another scene when Sally is exploring the house and comes across I think it's it's like a doll's head lampshade. It just looks really good. The cut scenes are quite effective. There is a scene where Leatherface is hunting down Sally. He's chasing after Sally. She's running up the stairs, cuts to Leatherface. He's soaring through the door, cuts back to Sally. Soaring through the door again, cuts back to Sally. So good. Like that scene probably goes for maybe at most 10 seconds, but it's effective. And it builds up that tension. It amps it up. It amps that up so much. You're like, come on, run, run, run. Leatherface is getting through. So good. Speaking of Sally, the scene where she's getting tortured, the sound in that scene is, it's like nails on a chalkboard. It's got that feel to it. So well done that it delivers this gut, well, for lack of a better term, gut punch feel. Like your skin's crawling when you hear these sounds as she's getting tortured. And speaking of this scene where she is getting tortured, it's her acting is brilliant in this. Like you can't, you know, she brings out this fear. You can feel it in the look in her eyes. It's well done. It's well delivered. Like you feel that fear. It's palpable. It's just pure, unadulterated fear, and it's really well done. Now, obviously the cast. I've mentioned Madeline Burns, fantastic in it. Gunnar Hansen, terrific as Leatherface. Now, whilst he doesn't say a lot, what he does is he brings it across in his grunts and when he tries to bring across things. They understand him, we don't, but we get that he's communicating with them. His movements are fantastic. Like he is an intimidating individual. He looks intense. Like yes, he's got the mask on, but his movements are what sets him apart. As for what I didn't like about the film, look, I'm just going to say it. I did not like Franklin. I found Franklin to be an annoying individual. His character shit me to tears. He was just plain annoying. And yes, I know he's in a wheelchair, but he was just annoying. That's it. So, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. What would I rate this out of 10? Overall, I'm going to give the Texas Chainsaw Massacre an 8.5 out of 10. It's a really good film. I feel it does get a bit of a bad rap. A lot of people think a lot of different things about it. I think they should revisit it and give it a shot. It's really well worth it. So you have a look. Thank you very much for tuning in to my review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and given this video a thumbs up. Once again, let me know what you thought of the sound quality in this down below in the comments. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully this thing. Do you care about the background? Let me know. Otherwise I'll try something else, but still getting there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day.